Hi everyone, it's Justine. Welcome back to this channel. I want to give you an update on things that I'm not going to buy this year and don't buy anymore, because some things have evolved, especially as far as fashion and clothing is concerned. Grab a tea and let's do this. Number one, clothes made in fabrics that are not washable. I see that happening more and more in the fashion industry. Brands use fabrics and materials that cannot be washed. Two reasons for that. The first one is they save production costs. If the material doesn't have to withstand washing or cleaning of any kind, then they can use much cheaper qualities of fabrics, which is not good for you as a consumer. Second reason, if they don't have to guarantee cleaning, washing at a certain temperature, they don't have to take the responsibility in case you wash your garment and then it shrinks or it loses its color or whatever happens. That's not good. I mean, I understand if you say only dry cleaning in some cases. For instance, a tailored suit doesn't like to be spinned and folded, and I understand this because of the construction. Or a dress you wear as a wedding guest that is tailored and draped, they don't like washing either. That, okay, dry clean only, I understand. But then not washable at all, neither in the washing machine nor at the dry cleaners. That raises so many questions. Why would I want this? And also, how? Concretely. Gross! Next one, clothes with the lining in acetate. It has always been a pet peeve of mine, but I'm seeing this happening more and more right now in the garment industry. You have a beautifully draped silk dress, beautiful, perfectly constructed, and then the lining is in acetate. This makes me sad every time. Acetate is not a good quality material. It's in fact the worst of the synthetic materials that exist in the industry. Like, that's the worst thing you could pick. It's also by far the cheapest, maybe that's why. But acetate does not last, does not withstand washing very well. It loses its color, like the color turns when exposed to sunlight. This is really not a good investment. I mean, it makes noise when you move in it. Who wants that, right? So I've banned acetate from my life entirely, and I'm not going back. I don't recommend you invest your money in acetate clothing either. It's not worth it. Next one, micro handbags. Tiny clutches. It's a huge trend right now. You buy a micro handbag from a luxury brand that creates aspiration. I understand this. Like, you can get the brand, but at a more affordable price point because there is a lot less material. But if a handbag cannot even hold my phone and my keys, what can I use it for? It's just not functional, is it? And I have clutches and pouches in my own handbag line. I get that question a lot. Justine, does a large phone fit into your handbag designs? Well, yes, because as a designer, I don't create products that I wouldn't use myself. If you're wondering which handbag line, I'm a designer. I have, among other things, a handbag line, which you can see on justineleconte.com/elixir. It's the name of this collection. It includes clutches in a format that can carry your phone, your keys, and more things, because that's kind of the point of a handbag, I think. You'll need to check what's in stock because some designs are already sold out, but there is still plenty to choose from. Next, one size fits all clothing. It sounds like a good idea. Usually what it means is oversized, a bit shapeless, very boxy, concretely rectangle shaped garments that don't care where your curves are and what body type you are. I have purchased one size fits all clothes in the past, and I have to admit that I have mostly regretted it because it never fits quite right. The sleeve or the hem, the sleeve length or the armhole, like it's always a little bit off. It's never quite on point because it's not made for your body, your size or your body type. That's the default of the advantage. So I've stopped buying that, actually. I prefer something that is better fitted, and if it doesn't fit properly, then it's not for my body type, period. Then we have linen blends. This is quite a new phenomenon in the fashion industry. Instead of 100% linen, it's a blend of linen fibers plus polyester, for instance. Linen has specific properties though. It can expand, it wrinkles when you wear it. It's very lightweight, it's very airy. All those are reasons why we like to wear linen, especially for summer garments. because it's very nice on the skin. But blended with synthetic fibers, polyester or any other, you lose the nice properties of the linen. And those materials do not do well once you've washed them a couple of times. So you don't have the advantage of the natural fiber either. It's not a good investment. And I encourage you to check before you buy the labels inside the garments that you're considering that claim to be made in linen, because most of the time now, it's actually a blend. It's not 100% linen. So made with linen, made of linen doesn't mean made 100% linen. It's trickier on the ethical side of things, so be careful. Then shoes made from synthetic leather, often called vegan leather, which is a whole science in itself, how to spot what's good, what's bad. Vegan leather can mean anything from really good to terrible quality, and I mean terrible. Because imagine, if you have cheap vegan leather, you can't really see it when you buy them, except by guessing from the price tag, but you can't really tell most of the time. And then imagine the shoe with your foot in it, moving all the time, right? It's training on the material. It moves, it moves. It will crack. And that cannot be fixed because vegan leather is plastic over a knitted base. So it stretches, it cracks, that's done. Your shoe is not usable anymore. An exception, I have shoes, platform shoes by Stella McCartney. I've had my eyes on them for years, and then I've had them and have worn them for years. They still look new. It's impressive. So I know that at Stella McCartney, they developed their own vegan leather. So it's a specific development. It's not something that you can freely find on the market though. So it is the exception, not the rule. I will be wearing mine for as many years as I can, of course, but it is not what happens in general. Like synthetic leather usually is not great. So if you are a vegan and you don't want to wear leather on your feet, I recommend that you look for fabric options. Fabric woven or knitted, but not PU, which is vegan leather, which is plastic from petrol. Then we have subscription beauty boxes. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I used to work in the cosmetics industry in skincare. I love to try new products and see the latest technologies and everything. And I used to have subscription boxes feeding me new things to try every month. But I tended to not always use the products until they were empty because it was just a bit too much, or they were partly products that I would not necessarily have bought for myself, in all honesty. So I stopped that completely. However, if I'm going to Sephora or Douglas in Germany, Boots in the UK, Marionneau in France, and there is a salesperson sampling a new product, you bet I'm going to go and try. I'm that person in the duty-free shop at the airport, trying on things, scanning the shelves to see what's new. Like, I'm that person. And I have no shame. Speaking of beauty products, fragrance dupes is another topic of mine. I see that a lot on YouTube right now. It's trending and it gets people a lot of views. The influencer goes, look, I found this dupe fragrance of that luxury perfume for like 10% of the price. Yay. I have ethical issues with this because it's plagiarism. There is a master perfumer, which we call a nose in French, a very skilled person with many degrees and years of experience who has spent skills, time and effort to create a fragrance that they think is perfect and well-rounded and well-balanced. It's a design, if you will. Just like a fashion designer designs a garment or a handbag. If you buy the dupe, it's like knowingly buying a counterfeit handbag, right? And you'll also never get the same ingredients. The ingredients in a dupe are not the same as in the original, and they are of much lower quality, which explains the price difference. So you're also not getting a product that is as well balanced and constructed as the original was. So dupes, in my opinion, are a myth, really. Next up, uncomfortable shoes in the name of elevated fashion. I mean that literally. I understand and I agree that a woman's leg looks thinner and longer. I mean, it's physics, huh? It's how the eye sees things. Thinner and longer in a high heel. I myself like to wear high heels. I'm 1.80 m, which is 5'11" in inches, but I do love to add heels more height and then to be the tallest person in the room. I don't mind at all, and I quite like it, in fact. I enjoy, in a business context, entering a meeting room and have all the men in attendance going, whoa, she's taller than me. I am. And I like that. And I use that advantage when I'm negotiating, for instance. You see how often in business settings, men tend to use their physical presence and height to make you feel like their arguments are more valuable than yours? Thumbs up if you know what I mean. Well, I counter that situation by being the tallest person in the room. It works very well for me in business. But I cannot wear heels all day, if I'm honest. And so I always have to carry a pair of flats with me, and I get blisters, so band-aids. It's quite the logistics. Like, I need to switch shoes at some point in the day. So now I'm tending more and more towards wedged shoes or platform heels. Super comfortable, well, the whole foot is carrying, right? That I can walk in all day, no problem, no band-aids needed, etc. I mean, do you wear high heels? And if so, how many hours? Because I think it's very challenging to leave the house in high heels and wear them until you come back in the evening. I mean, you're an athlete if you do that. All right, now I'd like you to tell me one thing that you've purchased and regretted, and also one thing that you've purchased and still love to wear and enjoy wearing. So 1 and 1. Write these 2 things down below in the comments, because if we share regrets, it prevents other people from making the mistakes that we've already made. And also I'm very curious to know. And in case you're unsubscribed to my channel yet, click on that subscribe button. Click on the bell notification icon as well, so that you actually get the notification when my next video goes live. Since I talked about washing and caring for your clothes in this video, I have created a free resource that explains all the washing symbols, the washing instructions on your garment labels. It's like a cheat sheet. It's a free resource, which you can request at justineleconte.com/laundry. You can print it out and put it up on the wall next to your washing machine for everybody in your household to know. Normal felted sweaters, normal faded colors, etc. You'll thank me later. Take care. Bye.